The MA in Understanding and Securing Human Rights is an interdisciplinary master's, and it combines theory, law and practice of human rights, which is fantastic because it means that you learn about a huge range of different aspects of human rights, and you learn the practical skills that you need to be able to actually work in human rights or within the NGO world.
I think what's probably the most interesting aspect of this course as opposed to other courses is the fact that it's particularly practice orientated. It's been going for over 15 years, it's interdisciplinary as well, but the practice nature of it I think is what we pride ourselves most on. And the fact that it's research embedded, so we're not just human rights academics and scholars, we're activists, advocates at the same time. So I think that's really what brings the added value to the course. Interdisciplinarity is essential to understanding human rights. I don't think you can really truly understand human rights issues without taking an interdisciplinary approach. I think that's something that the ICS does particularly well because we're not restricted by any one discipline or academic department.
Well, most people come into the course with the idea that law is something that is only for lawyers and something grey and rather dull. And I think that what the course manages to give is a sense that law is something really vibrant and a tool that you can use to change people's lives across the world and to make a difference in reality based on human rights advocacy.
Well, I teach the Securing Human Rights module, and this is a module that focuses more on the practice of human rights. So we look in the first term at both actors and mechanisms that you can use to secure human rights, and then also at developing skills. And in doing this, we bring in a lot of external speakers. So, for example, the person who teaches us about campaigning was former deputy head of campaigns at Amnesty International. The person who teaches us about using the press or the media for human rights is the press officer at Anti-Slavery International. So you really get first-hand experience from practitioners in the field and an inside track about how their job is challenging, but also the strategies that they use to secure human rights in their day-to-day work.
I gained loads of skills during this course, from analytical skills, knowledge in international law, human rights law, to writing funding applications, and learning how the UN system works, how NGOs work, how the international system works in general.
Every week we receive news of new internships coming along, and that side of the Masters, I think, is what really brings the A+ to this experience.
I thought that we studied with some really inspirational people. That came as much from other students as the members of staff.
Above and beyond this, being located right in the centre of London gives access to a whole vibrant academic and student life here.
I love studying in London. London is the centre of the world, I think, and it's a privilege to come and study in this university.
Especially doing a human rights course, you get access to so many organisations, so many events outside of the university as well. But then just so many other things to do, museums, exhibitions, gigs.
And the location of the university is just perfect. So if you want to go somewhere else after class and take a break, you just go anywhere.
I would definitely recommend this MA to other students, and I already have.
I recommend it to people from a huge range of backgrounds. I think that's what's wonderful about it. You don't just have to come from a law background or a specific academic background, I think that interdisciplinary nature of the Masters means that it can be beneficial to so many different people from so many different backgrounds and with so many different types of goals and objectives for their future as well.
And it was fun. It was fun. That's always important, right? I enjoyed myself.